Good morning, students. Sai Ram. This session I am going to teach Science B. Already you know what is the name of our lesson? Yes, energy flow in an ecosystem. Now I am going to continue this chapter. Children, are you ready? First, we will do recap. Okay. So what I had thought about this lesson? We studied about what is meant by ecosystem, what are the factors related about ecosystem, and next one is trophic levels of an ecosystem, food chain, food web, energy pyramid. These things we studied, and biogeochemical cycle also. What is meant by biogeochemical cycle? What are the importance of biogeochemical cycle? And what are the types of biogeochemical cycle? Gaseous cycle and sedimentary cycle. These all things we discussed, isn't it? So today and last session I had taught about carbon cycle also. Carbon cycle is one of the important biogeochemical cycle. So that also I explained. So this session I am going to teach another two cycle, that is oxygen cycle and nitrogen cycle. Oxygen cycle and nitrogen cycle. So we will see one by one. Children, are you ready? First one is oxygen cycle. So oxygen, as we know, air is a mixture of gases. So you know that atmosphere, that means it contains air. Air is a mixture of gases. It is composed of, that air is a mixture of gases. It contains which gases? You know already. No, hydrogen, that means nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, other gases 1%. So it is composed of different gases, namely nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, other gases 1%. Other gases means carbon dioxide, water vapor, inert gas, this all will come under other gases. Okay. Oxygen is freely available in the air and also dissolved in water. So that what is the molecular formula of water? You know, is 2O. That means hydrogen and oxygen. So oxygen is that oxygen is present in water in dissolved form. At the same time, oxygen is present in our atmosphere also 21%. So from the atmosphere we are getting oxygen when yes breathing. So when the respiration process, that time we are taking oxygen from our atmosphere. Isn't it? So oxygen is one of the important gas in our atmosphere. So children, oxygen, so that all living things, you know that all living things want oxygen to survive. So if we are taking continuously oxygen from our atmosphere, what will happen? The level is decrease or increase? What you are saying? It is decreasing. So that level is balanced. Of our secret is nothing but oxygen cycle. So oxygen cycle, what will happen? That I will here I will explain already. See here children, this slide you have to see here two reaction. Reactions are there that I already when while teaching children. So here of sunlight and chlorophyll. Sunlight, you know, that is the main source of our ecosystem. At the same time, chlorophyll is present in the green plants. So in the presence of sunlight is combined together to form what? Yes, it gives to glucose, that is the carbohydrate. Food is formed, and at the same time here which one is released? Yes, oxygen is released. So green plants, during that photosynthesis process, green plants are preparing their food with the help of that carbon dioxide and water. At the same time here which one is released? Oxygen is released our atmosphere. So from the atmosphere we are taking that oxygen for respiration process. Okay, so when during the respiration process we are intaking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, isn't it children? So that carbon dioxide where we will release? To atmosphere. So from the atmosphere who will take? Plants. So plants are releasing oxygen. That oxygen we are taking and we are releasing carbon dioxide to our atmosphere. That carbon dioxide who is taking? Yes, that plants are taking. So this is the oxygen cycle. So with the help of this oxygen cycle, that oxygen level is not decreasing in our atmosphere, it is balancing. Understood, children? So that is what, that oxygen will flow in a cyclic manner, that is called oxygen cycle. So it is one of the important cycle, children. If there is no oxygen cycle in our environment, so what will happen? We can't survive. Understood, children? So oxygen cycle means what? Circulation and recycling of oxygen. Circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere. Biosphere means what? Yes, biosphere means where life exists on the earth. That is called what? Biosphere. So circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called the oxygen cycle. Oxygen is continuously produced as well as used up in the atmosphere. So oxygen is continuously produced by plants as well as used up. Who is using? Yes, animals. Used up in the atmosphere. So that's why, because with the help of this oxygen cycle, that level of oxygen is balancing in our atmosphere. Understood, children? Shall I go to next? Steps of the oxygen cycle. So here 3 steps are there. First one, that is photosynthesis. So all green plants during the process of photosynthesis release oxygen back into the atmosphere as a byproduct. Next one is all anaerobic organisms use free oxygen for respiration. So that all that living organisms use free oxygen from our atmosphere for which process? Respiration process. Third step is animals exhale carbon dioxide. So we are taking oxygen from our atmosphere, and at the same time we are releasing carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. That carbon dioxide is again used by the plants during photosynthesis. So children, with the help of this oxygen cycle, carbon dioxide and oxygen level is balancing in our atmosphere. Understood, children? Shall I go to next? Children, see here, this is the oxygen cycle. This diagram here, yes, I given here oxygen cycle diagram. This is the main source of our ecosystem, and here plants. With the help of that, sunlight, chlorophyll, and yes, children, see here carbon dioxide. Here the photosynthesis process is happening. So the food is, yes, during the photosynthesis absorbing that carbon dioxide from our atmosphere, and oxygen is released. So who will breathe? Yes, who will use that oxygen during breathing? That all animals are using that oxygen from the atmosphere. So after, during the respiration process, which one is releasing? We are releasing carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is releasing. So that carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants. Understood, children? I will tell once again here. Yes, this is the main source of our ecosystem, and here plants are, during the photosynthesis process, plants produce what? Oxygen. Plants use carbon dioxide, and at the same time plants are making their food. At the same time plants are releasing oxygen. That oxygen who will take? Yes, that oxygen will take by animals. That means other living organisms. So during the respiration process, that means animals are releasing which one? Yes, carbon dioxide to our atmosphere. That carbon dioxide is absorbed by again plants. Like this, it is a cyclic manner. So it is called what? Oxygen cycle. Understood, children? Uses of oxygen. So the main processes that use atmospheric oxygen are respiration. First one is what? Respiration. So you know that respiration. That respiration means we are taking oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. And the next one is combustion. And third one is decomposition process. Fourth one is corrosion and rusting. So this last two, that is the chemical reaction. Okay, that corrosion means, see here, that one iron rod. If we are exposing that iron rod to outside, so that time what will happen? After some days, that iron rod is surrounded by some brown color substance, that is nothing but iron oxide. That metal, that means iron, is combined with the oxygen of our atmosphere. It is formed what? Yes, iron oxides are formed. Okay, so that is that atmospheric oxygen is used. So first process, that is respiration. Okay, that is we are taking carbon dioxide, we are taking oxygen, and we are releasing carbon dioxide. and combustion. Combustion, this occur when any of the organic materials including fossil fuels, plastics and wood are burned in the presence of oxygen. So if you want to burn that wood, plastics, that time what will happen? It is burned in the presence of oxygen and releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So that burning process also using atmospheric oxygen. After the burning it will release carbon dioxide to our atmosphere. Understood children? So next one is decomposition. So already I have told what is the importance of decomposition. If there is no decomposition, there is no decomposers in the world. What will happen? Our whole world, it will be filled with dead bodies, isn't it? So with the help of the decomposers, with the help of this process, that dead bodies are decomposing. So this process is carried out by the decomposers, that means microorganisms and fungi. The entire process requires oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. So this process that requires oxygen, that oxygen that they will get from atmosphere. Understood children? Some important fact about oxygen. Oxygen is highly reactive and it readily react with other elements and compounds. So oxygen is highly reactive. So just you have to take one iron rod, you have to keep outside. Okay, that just you have to keep outside. So after some days what will happen? That iron, that remains a metal, that is the metal, iron is the metal, that metal is react with atmospheric oxygen, their oxides are formed, iron oxides are formed. Iron oxide, it is nothing but that is rusting. Okay, so oxygen is highly reactive. At the same time carbon is combined with oxygen. So oxygen is highly reactive and it readily react with other elements and compounds are formed. And next one is what? Oxygen is found in various forms like molecular oxygen, water, carbon dioxide, etc. That you know. So that oxygen is present, that oxygen is found in various forms like molecular oxygen, that means our atmosphere, and next one is water. What is the molecular formula of water? H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, it is a combined form. Next one is, it is another compound is what? Carbon dioxide. Carbon is combined with oxygen. Which one is formed? Carbon dioxide is formed. Most microorganisms use oxygen for respiration. So that microorganisms, there are two types. First one is aerobes and another one is anaerobes. Aerobes means most microorganisms use oxygen for respiration. They are called aerobes. Okay, microbes which do not need anaerobes. So which microorganisms they do not need oxygen are called anaerobes. Oxygen is important for the synthesis of proteins, fat and carbohydrates. So third point you have to see proteins, fat and carbohydrates. So children, I hope you understood what is the importance of oxygen, what are the steps of oxygen cycle, why it is necessary, how much of percentage it is present in our atmosphere, how it is level is balancing. I hope you understood. Shall we go to next children? Next one is nitrogen cycle. Yes children, next one is nitrogen cycle. It is another one more important biogeochemical cycle where it is nitrogen is present. Yes, in our atmosphere. How much of percentage? 78%. Nitrogen is a crucially important component for all life. So it is the one of the important component, okay, for plants and animals also. So it is an important part of many cells. You know that our body is made up of cells. So it is an important part of many cells and processes such as amino acids. So that amino acids, forming of that amino acids are made up of nitrogen molecules. Amino acids are building blocks of all protein. So and it even our DNA also. DNA is a genetic material. So children, this nitrogen is one of the important component for plants and animals. It is also needed to make chlorophyll in plants. Chlorophyll, that is a green color pigment. So that chlorophyll also it is making with the help of this nitrogen. That nitrogen is needed to make chlorophyll. At the same time, it is also important part of many cells and also processes such as amino acids. the forming of amino acids with the help of nitrogen molecules. So that amino acids are nothing but they are building blocks of all proteins. Okay, and it is present in our DNA also. DNA means genetic material, okay, that is present in our cell. Understood, children? So through these points we will get that nitrogen, how much it is important for our life. So nitrogen fixation, already you know, like same that oxygen, nitrogen also it is present in our atmosphere. So we are taking that oxygen from our atmosphere, isn't it? But nitrogen we can't take like that. Like oxygen we can't take nitrogen from our atmosphere. Oxygen we are taking easily from our atmosphere, but nitrogen we can't take. Then how we will get nitrogen? Because nitrogen is one of the important component, isn't it, in plants as well animals also. But how we are getting nitrogen from the atmosphere? So that one process is there, that is nitrogen fixation. So that nitrogen fixation means what? See here, children, that atmospheric nitrogen, it is present in our atmosphere. That atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted into nitrogenous compound with the help of nitrogen fixing microorganisms. And it is, say here, first of all, that atmosphere contains percentage of nitrogen. That nitrogen we can't take directly. So that atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted into nitrogenous compound with the help of nitrogen fixing microorganisms. Okay, that nitrogen fixing microorganisms, some microorganisms are present in the soil, some microorganisms are present in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. So leguminous plants are getting that nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted into nitrogenous compounds with the help of the rhizobium bacteria. But other plants, how they will get nitrogen? Yes, how that nitrogen fixation is possible in other plants with the help of that other microorganisms, which is, that means nitrogen fixing microorganisms are present in the soil. Understood, children? So see here, one second I will teach here this one second I will explain. So nitrogen fixation, that atmosphere contains 78% of nitrogen and we can't take that nitrogen directly. So that atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted into nitrogenous compounds with the help of nitrogen fixing microorganisms. They are present in the soil. So with the help of this nitrogen fixation process, plants are getting nitrogen. So plants are making proteins. So when we consume, that means animals, when animal consume that plants, that nitrogen will enter into your body. Understood, children, how we are getting nitrogen? So it is a complex process, isn't it? That atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted into nitrogenous compounds with the help of the nitrogen fixing microorganisms. So afterwards, like this process, through the nitrogen fixation process, plants are getting nitrogen. When plants are synthesizing that protein, when we consume that plants, we are getting nitrogen. Understood, children? So already I told that plants and animals, that nitrogen is one of the important component. So if plants and animals are taking continuously that nitrogen, that with the help of the nitrogen fixation, atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrogenous compound. So if this process is going on, what will happen? What if nitrogen gets entirely depleted? So if we are using continuously, the nitrogen level is decreasing. So in this process, if this process is continuously going on, what will happen? One day there will be no nitrogen in our atmosphere, isn't it? Will it happen like that? No. So to avoid such kind of the critical situation, our nature is having one secret, that is called nitrogen cycle. That is called what? Nitrogen cycle. So nitrogen cycle means what? Cyclic flow of atmospheric nitrogen to the living world and back into the atmosphere. So children, nitrogen cycle means cyclic flow of atmospheric nitrogen. Cyclic flow of atmospheric nitrogen to the living world and back into the atmosphere. So that atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrogenous compound, and who will absorb that one? Plants and animals. Plants from the plants we are getting. okay, animals, and again back into the atmosphere. That is very very important thing. So only if you are taking continuously, the nitrogen level is reducing, isn't it? So when from animals and plants, again it will go back to the atmosphere. That is called what? Nitrogen cycle. This is one of the another most important biogeochemical cycle. Children, what are the main process of nitrogen cycle? Next session I will teach. So today what we studied, oxygen cycle and nitrogen cycle. Oxygen cycle, how much of oxygen is present in our atmosphere and why oxygen is important, and how it is flowing in a cyclic manner. That means photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, first one is photosynthesis, next one is, yes, respiration process. We are releasing carbon dioxide, that carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants. Okay, then plant will release oxygen to the atmosphere. So this is the oxygen cycle. What is the importance of oxygen, that also we saw today. And next one is nitrogen cycle, why nitrogen is important for our life and plants also. So plant and animal, both organisms want what? Oxygen, nitrogen is one of the important component for our life. So why it is necessary? Already I have told. It is made up of what? That amino acids. The amino acids, it is the building blocks of proteins. So that amino acids are made up of nitrogen molecules. Okay, and it is present in our DNA also. At the same time, it is needed to make chlorophyll also. Without chlorophyll, plants can't make their food. So it is important for plants and animals. So if you are taking continuously that nitrogen, that level will decrease. So to avoid such kind of that situation, that our nature is having that secret is nothing but nitrogen cycle. That important process of nitrogen cycle I will teach you next session. Children, today's topic understood or what? Yes. Thank you children. Sai Ram.